Hi, good morning. It's Sandy the Canadian Stamper. Happy Saturday morning crafting. It's April 6th already. Spring is here. So I have layering leaves. This is the stamp set we're using today. This is $1 million sales achiever, Rachel Tessman. And it's got a punch that goes with it. This one here. So I'm going to go over the supplies we're using today, and I'm casing from Inky Hands Warm Hearts, who's a demonstrator in the States. I absolutely love this. I actually have one made. So the rich color palette is Misty Moonlight, Crumb Cake, and Early Espresso with a bit of gold to it. Love it. All right, so we're gonna do it. I've got the craft and chat at 10 o'clock. It's a full house today. So maybe I'll whip you over and see the projects. I was debating doing it now, but I want to get the crafting done first, and then if we have time, or I remember, maybe somebody remind me. Okay, let's do it. I just spent the last week in Vancouver for work. So I made all the projects last weekend, and then I saved one to do this morning, because you know how I like to get up early and craft. So there's the stamp set. It's photopolymer. So you've got some two-step stamping if you wish, or you can use it just by itself. So two-step stamping being, you can stamp the outside, the shape, and then you can use this one to do the inside. And it's got some nice scripty fonts to go with. I'm also going to use the Worn Textures embossing folder, Stylish Shapes dies, and then the Bogue punch that goes with the stamp set. So that's what we need. Okay, so here's the project again in case you're just joining. Good morning, everybody. I see you jumping on. I'm gonna whip up comments here in a sec. So this is deceptively tricky. And I say that because when I was making this card for the craft and chat today, I thought, oh yeah, that's good. It's a little more tricky than you think. So we're gonna start from scratch. So the rich colors that I'm enjoying are the Misty Moonlight, which is the blue, the Early Espresso, a little bit of gold, and then Crumb Cake, and then the white. Okay, let's do it. Maybe I'll leave this right here for as long as I can. Hi, everybody. Okay, I'm bringing up comments. Here's our little bits and bobs. I have a standard A2 size card base. I have a piece of basic white to go on the inside. This is just to cut my circles, so it's a scrap. This is a scrap to cut my sentiment strip from the Stylish Shapes dies. And then these two pieces, and then this piece, are to cut some of the foliage. Oh my gosh, I forgot to cut a white, another white piece it looks like. So we'll get to cut that too. Bonus. Okay, so this one is 4 by 2.5. And we need a piece of white that is 4 by 2 3/4. So let's cut that. My video never seems to want to behave on Facebook. I don't know why I get the cold shoulder all the time with Facebook. What have I done to you, Facebook? I'm just gonna flip my profile here 1 second. Okay. So I have embossed this piece already because I have my mini here to do the sentiment and the circle, but my other big machine is over in the other room for the craft and chat. So I just embossed it first. So to emboss, you're going to take the folder, open it up, put your paper in, put the seam end in your machine first. Don't ever put this opening in first to the machine. It's better to do it this way. Okay, let's cut first and get that out of the way. How's everybody? I need your comments so I can see what you're all about. All right, so die cutting machine. I have the mini. Okay, so have you seen, where's my plates? Okay, there. They're behind me. Okay, so you've got your plates, you've got your number 1, and then 2 number 2s. So you're gonna make a sandwich. In case you do not know. Oh, hey, Tracy. Hey, I was flipping through Facebook this morning, Tracy, and I believe I saw you're in Tofino, or you were in Tofino doing some, I think, were you surfing, or were the people you were with surfing? I saw your husband, but I don't know who the other person is, but it looks super fun. There I am with my super fun again. Okay, so there's my circle. So then I'm just gonna make another sandwich and go back this way. Still need to get my comments going here. And Lori, I see you just jumping on. So I got home from Vancouver last night. Took the 6 o'clock ferry, and an order had arrived, but it wasn't the order that I needed for today. So I ordered 2 weeks in advance for the Craft and Chat, and the delivery is delayed until a time yet to be determined, which is unfortunate. So anyways, Lori, your goodies aren't here yet, sorry. But I will text you after to chat. All right, one last try at trying to get to the comments. How about that? And okay, standard A2 size card base. I'm just gonna put this piece of Whisper White, Basic White, in the middle just to get it out of the way. Okay, what can I tell you about? Have you guys seen the event for the Spring Craft and Chat? No, Spring Fling. I think that's what we're calling it. It's a catalog launch party is what it is, May 18th. And Kate, the West Coast Paper Crafter, and I are teaming up to bring that to you. And you're gonna get a goodie bag full of stuff when you arrive. You're gonna get to make 4 make and takes. There's gonna be a goodie bag table where you're gonna stamp and do some stuff. We're gonna stamp now because I want to get that out of the way. So I'm gonna use Misty Moonlight. There's gonna be snacks. This is gonna be a good old time. So we're half full already. So if you were thinking, you might want to join, it's $40 registration, and yeah, we're just gonna have an awesome time. It starts at 10. I think it goes until 3, or until you're done. Snacks. Oh, and the most important part, you're gonna get a new annual catalog. Actually, I don't know where my annual catalog is. Over there somewhere. So that's exciting. You'll get to sit and check that out. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. $40, $25 in goodies, 4 make and takes, a goodie bag. So last year I did a launch party as well. Oh my gosh, and then there's gonna be prizes. I think we're gonna do a prize every hour. I totally nailed that, by the way. Look at that. So we're gonna do a mini cut and emboss machine again. And then, yeah, we've just got a bunch of other prizes set up, which is exciting. Okay, I think I'm finished with my blue stamping, my Misty Moonlight. Yes, Lori, you're in. Oh yeah, well, you can Google map where it is, Lori, and it's pretty easy to find. And yeah, it's a really nice space down just up from Esquimalt Lagoon. So not too far away. It's pretty close. Okay, so here's a tip. This is crumb cake. Do I need this? Oh, I still need this. With your punch, because you're cutting out 2 images, you're going to be strategic about this if you wish to save paper. So what I did was I measured here to here. It's about 1.5, like this leaf to here. And then I just cut a strip that's 1.5. You don't have to do that. You could leave it just like a big chunk, but then you're gonna end up either cutting blue or just wasting some paper, which I don't know, maybe you don't care. Sometimes I don't care. I'm like, whatever, I need a chunk, I need a piece. But sometimes I want to be strategic about it. I just love that. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll do this one. And then I have the other crumb cake for the little one. Same, as far as cut in a strip. See how clever I am? I hope you guys do this already. It's not really. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Now, what else can I tell you about? I went to an accommodation law conference for work this past week. It's really interesting. Lots about Human Rights Act and all kinds of different stuff. So it was interesting. Long days. You know, you didn't really do anything all day, but you sat listening and using your brain. So, you know, your brain feels tired at the end of the day. Okay, this is what we're going to do next. We're going to do our back piece and then we're going to assemble. All right. I'm going to clean this stamp first. And, oh, Alex and your son went surfing. Oh yeah, of course you brought your craft stuff. Atta girl. I think I would want to do both. I think I would want to craft and surf. How come you didn't surf, Tracy? I feel like you're adventurous and would want to surf. So there's no real rhyme or reason as to what I'm doing here. I can't see my screen. I hope I'm in camera. I think I'm in camera. And we're just creating a bit of a backdrop to give some dimension. That's what's happening. So then I'm going to take the little, I don't even know what that is, the other little sprig, and we're just going to fill in some of the larger spaces. You could do this with different colors if you wanted to add some dimension. Oh my gosh, you could heat emboss this. That would be fantastic. That'd be super fancy. To give some dimension. Okay, we're finished with this. So that was Misty Moonlight and Crumb Cake. Now we just need to assemble. This is where the tricky part comes in. So if you have cut these pieces how I have, so we're 4 by 2 3/4, and then we're 4, pretty sure this is 2.5. Yep, 2.5. You could use any embossing folder. The Inky Hands Warm Hearts, she used a different embossing folder. I don't have the embossing folder she did. I don't actually even know what which embossing folder, but you could use any. And just to give that crumb cake some texture. Make sure you have glue. And what else can I tell you about? Craft and Chat at 10 o'clock, Full House. Oh, Tracy, it's too cold. Too cold for you, girl? That's all right. Maybe some summer surfing. So I'm looking because this worn texture has some wording and I want it to be the right way around. I'm gonna need a new glue. What's everybody doing for the weekend? Oh gosh, guess what? My goal is to have my thesis turned in by Sunday. I'm at, I don't know, 18,000 words. I'm at 75 pages-ish, and I need to write about 2,000 more words, and then add my citations. It's a big one. Okay, ribbons I'm using, these are retiring. Any sort of cream colored, and then just a double layer. Sorry, what I mean by double layer is you have some sort of a flat ribbon, and then you can add like a more narrow ribbon if you want. This card is all about the layers. And I'm not tucking this in behind. I'm not even gonna try and do that today. So glue dots, rather than wet glue, because you don't want the glue to ooze through your ribbon. You could certainly use, whatchamacallit, not, well, yeah, I guess you could use tear and tape as well, or you could use double-sided tape. You do you. And we're covering up this seam. Like so. So that's that one. Now this one, it is a lot of work, Tracy. It's a crazy amount of work. But it's almost, I'm almost done. Almost done. So if you're new to my channel or you're not familiar, or maybe you forgot, I am, since July of 2022, have been working on my master's in business administration with Royal Roads. Shout out to Royal Roads. And all my classes are done. My classes have been done since October-ish of last year, November. And yes, I've been working on my thesis ever since. I've actually been working on my thesis since January last year, so over a year, which I think in the grand scheme of theses, that's probably not a word. It's probably not very long. I don't know. Maybe Christy's watching. Christy, how long did it take you to do your thesis? Okay, so there's our double layer. Okay, now I'll do this dry so you can kind of see this, and then this, and then we're gonna add our elements. Oh, we have to punch the brown. Early espresso. Then we're gonna build it up. Okay, so now be strategic about your dimensional placement. And by strategic, I mean if you have done the double ribbon, then you've got some heights to deal with, you know? So I want the ribbon to kind of go in between. So yeah, that's the strategy. And then when we put this all together, everything kind of sits a bit better. This way, this way, this way. Nope. I had it right. Let me just adjust. There. See? Just like I knew what I was doing. All right, what next? Let's do, now when you're doing your gluing, don't do that. See how it's a bit much. So I kind of go like this to get some off, because you're gonna, what'll happen, I did it here where there was too much glue, so I just added some more foliage, but just to be mindful. And don't be afraid to go outside of your circle to add your dimension, but just easy on the glue, I guess is the message. I don't like to glue up here because I like them to kind of be up and adding dimension. Where's my sentiment? And this is going to go down here. Okay, let's add our sentiment before we add any more of the greenery, just so that we get it right. Now, we're being strategic with our dimensional placement here as well, because now we have this popped up, and I only, you get what I mean. I only want dimensionals, whoops, on one side, or else we'll be all discombobulated, uneven. So something that I don't miss is living in Vancouver. Traffic is nuts, and everything is very, very close together. So when I was trying to get out of Vancouver yesterday to get to the ferry, yeah, there's there's a lot going on traffic-wise. We used to live in Vancouver. Yeah. So this is not right. Hang on. Should have probably done a thin strip. So we're just gonna do some surgery. Did everybody have a nice Easter weekend? My live was so fast last weekend. Dave did a good job with his basket for Amica. Love it. Okay. Right, so I think the boys are going to do some yard work today. It's pretty nice here. Like, it's not hot or anything, but it's not raining and it's not miserable. Actually, this is not sitting down enough, so I'm gonna glue that. So the embellishments that we're gonna put on this are very dainty. With this strip, I'm finding I can't get it tucked down all the way. Even in my sample card, it was not behaving, so just snip that. Nobody's gonna know. And then it makes your life easier, because then you don't have to tuck as much. Okay, I think that's it. I did have an extra little brown one here on this one, but it's because I made an oops. Okay, let's add one. Just a little one. Yeah. Shoot, too much glue. Oh, I know. The Stampin' Up! Last Chance sale is coming. I think it's this week, actually. I should post about that so that people are reminded. So the Last Chance sales, so anytime Stampin' Up! Has a new catalog coming out, they put a bunch of stuff on sale front that's retiring. And yeah, so the sale now, okay, let me talk about these for a second. These are super dainty. So there's all sorts of ways you can get these onto your project. I'm going to use my nails because that has just worked in the past. So we're going to go one there. So if you have something, so if you go on the Stampin' Up! Website, it'll have retiring soon. Some of those things will be going on sale. I think it's the 9th, next week for sure. And if you have to have it, you might want to think about getting it before the sale, or have it in your cart and ready to hit submit on sale day, because things sell out very fast. So I don't want you to be disappointed. And there's some price increases. So if you need glue, some cardstock, dimensionals, and you have a bit of extra in your budget, you might want to grab a few of those before they go up in price. This is our project. We're all done. Thanks, Lori. The 9th. Thank you. That's when the sale is. Okay, that's our project for today. I hope you liked it. I appreciate the design by Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll chat again soon. Bye for now.